Good afternoon, everybody.
It's time for our midweek update. We have to come up with something new.
better.
I know. Maybe we can start calling this like hump day happenings. I don't know. If you guys have a suggestion for our Wednesday, Thursday video, what we can call it, let us know.
We need help.
We need help. So anyway, this week we want to bring you a few updates, and I want to start by giving a shout out to another channel who is a subscriber.
Yep.
Please go over and check out Great Family Escape. And it's a family of 5, Luke, Becky, and their 3 children who just purchased a WInnie Drop.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine 5 of them.
No.
And what's really cool is we watched their video on their first trip, and they've already got it like figured out.
Exactly.
It seems to be working.
Right.
So go over, check out Luke and Becky. Make sure you subscribe. They're just starting out, but I'm telling you, those videos, his first 2 videos are awesome.
Yep.
Wouldn't you agree?
Right, and it was just so nice to have them give us a shout out in their video about our pins.
Which brought us to a problem we've been having.
Yep.
In the tab, we have not put up our pins yet, and the reason is because in the Hummingbird, we put them on the
I guess the window trim.
The window trim, and that was just made out of like a press board or whatever, and they pop right in.
Yeah.
Well, when we went to put them in the
some area on the tab like that,
where there's padding,
and they just fall right out.
It's solid wall. I can't get them in, and I don't want to break the pin backs. And so we've been kind of like, what the heck do we do with our pins?
What do I do with them? I want to collect them. I thought it was kind of a neat idea that we learned from YouTuber
Mandy
Lee.
Right.
And I'm like, what do I do? So I was racking my brain, and I came with an idea. I came up with an idea of having a pillow that I can undo, okay? And I can put the pins in there. So I can keep adding more pins to our pillow. So I have all the pins from last summer here, and then our 2 new ones from this season with Carl.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of a good
And we'll
way
just
to
have
do
the
it.
pillow setting out somewhere in the trailer, and it can be moved around
Right.
and that type of thing. So, yeah, I think after we watched Great Family Escapes video where they were talking about us
yeah.
having, or being the, I guess their idea or inspiration behind their pins, I'm like, we have to get our pins up.
Got to figure out what to do.
And Patty figured it out.
Yep.
So
that's
there
what
you
we're
go.
gonna do.
We're still doing pins. They'll just be on our decorative pillow in Carl. So,
Right. Yep.
another quick update. Thanks to Jason and Jason's wife. I wish I knew her name,
Yeah,
but we don't. But thanks to Jason and his wife, we have stickers that will be arriving tomorrow. So Jason had, during the live chat, asked how to get a sticker, and then his wife was kind enough to assist us in getting some of the details worked out with the artwork. And so this is kind of a mock-up that's going to be about the size. They're a 3x3 sticker, and it's just our logo with our social media at the bottom.
Right.
Yeah. So how do you get a sticker? Really simple, right?
Yep. You just send us
$100.
Yeah, that's what we need.
No. Our stickers are free for any of our subscribers. So just send us a self-addressed stamp envelope to the address that I'm putting right there. And you send us a self-addressed stamped envelope, and we will shoot you a Travels with Delaney sticker if you would like one. They're great for putting in your drawer, decorating your trash can. No?
Not your trash can.
Okay. You can stick them wherever you want. So if you want one of our stickers, they're on the way. The other thing, Patty, that we're experimenting with.
We're thinking about making some t-shirts that have on the back our logo, and then on the front we're thinking of doing hashtag
on down the road.
And so we're going to get a couple just for us to try out first to see, because we want the quality to be nice. I like things that
we
are
don't want to
soft.
sell a shirt to you guys if it's not a good quality. So
Right.
I actually approved the artwork today, and hopefully we will have our shirts possibly, well, I don't know that they'll be here by next week's
Probably
midweek
not.
update, but by 2 weeks. And once we make sure they're good, and if your feedback after you see them is positive that you want them, then we will launch our shirt campaign. Now, the thing about the shirt campaign, we're doing it through a company called Bonfire. And the way it works is they handle everything. They do the printing, they do the money collection, and they do the shipping. Their shipping's free. The t-shirts are $21.99. It's just a flat fee. And but there must be a minimum of 5 ordered in order for them to make it worth their time to print.
Exactly.
So as long as 5 people place an order, then and then the other thing is they run it to where it's only for up to, I think, 4 weeks is what you can run it.
So.
We could always start another t-shirt campaign, so we may try that. I was gonna wait till we had, you know, like 10,000 subscribers, but so many of you over on the Facebook page have said, I want a t-shirt.
Yeah.
But we just want to make sure they're good quality
Right.
before we launch that campaign.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have an update for you. And speaking of Facebook, if you are on Facebook and you haven't liked our Facebook page, Travels with Delaney, make sure you do, because we do a lot of updating over there that we can't necessarily do on YouTube on a regular basis.
Exactly.
So. Okay. Next thing, I had teased on last week's video that the 4Runner was going in for an upgrade, and the upgrade was, and we had a lot of guesses, but it was not a weight distribution hitch.
A new 4Runner.
And it was not a new 4Runner. And it was not airbags. It ended up being a Timbren suspension enhancement system. And really all it is they take off your bump stops on the back, which are fairly short, and they're just designed for when you hit really hard, okay, to be a protection. And the Timbren suspension enhancement system is just basically a longer bump stop. So now we only have about a 1-inch gap. So when that comes down, we only sag now 1 inch.
Exactly. It looks really good.
Yeah. And for those of you saying you should have got weight distribution, you're not distributing weight, I know we didn't, obviously.
Right.
And the reason was we ended up getting opinions from a couple different RV dealerships, including when we stopped at Princess Craft in Texas, who I trust wholeheartedly based upon knowing people who have purchased there and knowing their tie-in to New Camp. And the gentleman we spoke with there just said, I can put one on. It was going to be like $650. But he said, it's really not that much of a sag, and he was the one who had suggested airbags or something along that line. So all we've done so far is we've hitched it up. It looks great.
Kind of just drove it around the neighborhood.
Drove it around the neighborhood. So once we get Carl back out on the open road, we'll see how we'll do. But I think it's actually going to make for a smoother ride.
I think so.
And I just feel better. Instead of having a 2-inch sag or 2.5-inch sag, now we only have a 1-inch sag. So. The Texas video, we loaded episode 1 this week. Thank you for all the positive comments. I honestly agonized over that video for almost 2 weeks and honestly hated it when I uploaded it. So the fact that so many of you have said positive things kind of shocks me. To me, it was a lot of us talking, which I don't like. So episode 2 next week is going to be just the opposite. There's a little talking in the beginning and a little talking at the end, and the rest of it is all footage. And then because we ended up having so much footage, there's actually going to be an episode 3. So... hopefully you enjoyed us not talking as much as you apparently enjoyed us yapping. So anyway, we always appreciate those comments. And then finally, we've started planning our Great Canadian Adventure. And I have booked 3 nights in Banff National Park. And it's a good thing I looked because stuff is actually filling up already. So, and I have Fred who's helping us out with some suggestions to get from Banff to Vancouver Island. We're going to make a couple stops along the way, including in Kamloops or near Kamloops. Hopefully get to see him and his family. And then somewhere along the way, hopefully we're going to have Ray join us. Or maybe Ray's coming out on Vancouver Island with us. I don't know. So, but if anybody is familiar with Vancouver Island, I need to get like 6 nights booked there because we've decided if we're going to spend the money to ferry over,
we're going to spend some time.
We're going to spend some time there, and so we're looking at provincial parks. I'm not staying at private campgrounds, one because they're just too expensive, and I don't need full hookups.
No, we don't.
So, and we don't mind. What we're thinking is, I can tell you, Goldstream is one I'm looking at. And I can't remember the others.
I don't know.
But we want to maybe do a few nights more north. North of Nanaimo, I believe it is.
What it's called.
And then we want to do a few nights down south, probably at Goldstream. But again, if anybody has suggestions for Vancouver Island. And then we're going to shuttle or ferry either straight, I think we're going to go straight across to Washington. There's a ferry we can take straight across to Washington. And we're going to spend a few nights in the Seattle area, Olympic National Park.
We like to do those.
And then from there, we're kind of thinking we're heading down to Bend, Oregon for the 4th of July.
We're just trying to figure out the best place to go for the 4th of July because we want to have a festival
Yeah,
last year.
Patty said she wants like a small town festival type 4th of July this
Because
year.
last year when we went out to Colorado in the summer, where we were located, we went around there was nothing really.
No.
They didn't have like we do here.
It wasn't real special.
No.
So she wants something special.
I
We're
want
thinking
fireworks.
Bend. I'm thinking Bend.
I want
But
fireworks.
again, any of you from out west,
Yeah.
if you think we should stay, we talked about Cannon Beach,
Right.
Or if you think we should stay closer to like Portland, Vancouver area, or the Seattle,
Seattle
I don't know.
area. We don't
We're
know.
open at this point, but we do need to get something decided because I know the campgrounds are just filling up so fast. The
Yes.
state parks are completely booked out there for 4th of July. I still see a few forestry service places. So anyway, we would like your feedback to help us on that.
Right. We need your help.
Yeah, we need your help.
Yep.
So Vancouver Island and Washington,
Portland,
Oregon.
Bend, Oregon.
Yeah, that
kind of
area.
Yeah.
More of where would you suggest we go? We can find campgrounds then.
Right, from there.
But is Bend, Oregon worth the drive, I guess is what I'm
Right,
asking.
right.
I don't know why I want to go to Bend, but
We just heard some good
we've heard some good
about
things.
it, but
And they have a pet parade on the 4th of July. How
that
cool.
would be fun.
I know. So.
Yeah.
All right, I think that is it.
I think that's good.
That is good.
Right.
So drop us comments down below. If you have questions, give us, if there's just generic questions you want to ask, although most of you know I do tend to respond very quickly, or at least I really try to respond very quickly. But for some of these weekly updates, which we kind of want to make a regular feature now, we're trying to go to 2 videos per week. We would love to start having question and answers where we could answer some of your questions.
Exactly.
So if there's questions you want answered on the video, let us know. And anything else you can think of, subscribe, comment, share. And subscriber count is over 2,600. Thank you, Caravan.
Thank you.
Honestly, I never thought we would get to 100 last summer.
I was rooting for 17.
And when we got to 1,000, I just can't believe how much we've grown.
Yes, exactly.
And again, we couldn't do it without you.
No.
So
No, we
All right.
appreciate it.
that's it,
All
Patty.
right, I think that's it.
You know what to do.
We'll see you on down the road.
Good night, everybody.
It's still going.
Why are you still here? Go, the video's over.
It's time for dinner.